there, viewers, welcome to your favourite video of the week, or even though there's been two of them, another player spotlight. Yes, we had a very good one on the week, didn't we? You guys really enjoyed that. £1,000 for that player. If you haven't done so already, I won't spoil who it is. Go over and watch it. £1,000 and he took a Romanian team to the Europa League final. So he must have been good. But he was, as he wouldn't feature in this player spotlight. Now today, we have a centre midfielder, because I did say how we're going to have 4 midfielders in a row, because I did them all at the same time. And this player is very good. And I don't hear many people talking about him. He's from Belgium. Shall we take a look at him in a sec after, of course, I do this every time to you. We need those thumbs up, the like button down below. We did, I don't actually know whether we actually made the actual like target, which I set 250 likes. I think we are rather close though, but not as quick as what we got the John Ramirez one. If you manage to get that 250 like target by Monday, I will release another the 2 midfielders this week coming. The next week, obviously. You're watching this on the Saturday, on the week after. If you can do the 250 likes by Monday, you'll get 2 again. That's our deal. That's our deal. 2 really good wonder kids. How about that? And of course, before we actually get going, no one actually managed to guess the correct nationality of the last one. I don't know whether you guys have guessed this one yet, of course, because it will be a video behind. So we'll find out whether you guys have guessed this one. I've already told you what it is in the video, so you already know. But this is a nice little game that I'm playing. No one can guess it right yet. No one has guessed the correct nationality on any of the player spotlights that I've asked you to guess on. It's quite funny, actually. But this is the player we are looking at for today's episode, Aster Vranks, and he is from Belgium, KV Mechelen. And I think you'll agree that you probably haven't heard of him. If you have done so, you'll probably know that he is an extremely good player. Some really good attributes at the start of this game. He is just 16 years old. 16, and he has some really good attributes in correct places, I feel like, anyway. Natural fitness being one of them. That's really good for a centre midfielder. Means he can last throughout the most of the game. Some good mental attributes. The 10s, we'll take the 10s. We'll take it. Obviously, determination can be at random, but we do have some good passing, good technique, good fast touch. All for a 16-year-old. We'll take it. He's 5'10". He's tall enough. He's good enough to be a centre midfielder. And he is cheap enough because you can get him for £775,000, as you can see from this video. Now, we are going to be putting him in Ajax. Shall we take a look at what we're going to do with him? So here we are at Ajax, and we're going to begin playing him in this Mezzala role on attack. I'm curious about this role. I've heard a few different people. I think it was Josh Peach on Twitch talk about how good the Mezzala on attack role is in a 4-2-3-1. So we're going to see what he's like in this team. Of course, I'm controlling the transfers throughout this one, and I can tell you we signed some unbelievable players. But we're really going to try and focus on how Vranks does. We put them in a good team, mainly so that we don't get sacked and we can continue doing this. He will obviously pick up trophies. We're at Ajax, and as long as we're doing the transfers, things shouldn't really go wrong. But we want to see how he performs in a very good team with extremely good players around him. So it's good to see how he develops, how he performs. That's what we're looking at here. Next time we do a full lot of player spotlights, we'll be able to see more of the valuation of players, because of the way I will change it. I'm going to do where I send them on loan, but don't give them a future transfer, which I've done so now. It's all very complicated, but I hope that you'll forgive me for doing it this way for now, and we can go forward on the video. Before we do though, if you enjoy the content that I give you and you find this beneficial, please consider subscribing to my Patreon page, patreon.com/OmegaLukeGaming. The link is down in the description or at the end of the video. Just a couple of bucks a month, just $2. And if everyone gave me $2 a month, I'd be able to do this full time, and I'd be able to bring you 3 or 4 of these a week. But I obviously work full time. But that is the dream. I want to do this as a full-time thing, and Patreon will help me get there. So if you'd like to support me through the Patreon, then please do. I would be forever grateful. Of course, that is only if you can afford it yourself. Now, here we are then. We're at the end of the first year, and we are champions by a lot as well. 91 points, only lost 1 game. Top goal scorer is Dusan Tadic for some reason. We don't see our man here, but that's fine. He isn't going to be in around the goals or the assists playing in this role. He's in a deeper role. However, a very good season I feel like. An average rating of a 7.28. And if we rate that by the highest average rating, he's up there really in the top 6. He's 7th average rating for a 17-year-old. That's pretty good. I think that is pretty good. Aston Ranks, 9 goals, 6 assists this season. I'm really happy with that, to be fair. An assist, 0.1 assists every 90 minutes and 0.26 goals every 90 minutes, just in case you are wondering. He's now up to a 3-star, and all of those 10s have gone up just ever so slightly. Some good performing attributes here. He has 19 determination, of course. That will fluctuate throughout different saves. Potential rating, you know what I'm talking about. Speaking of potential rating, the pause there was because I needed to check how much his potential rating is. He has the potential rating of going up to 160 in this, so that is very good. 130 to 160, so that's really good. So if you consider buying him, you could get up to 160 potential player. Of course, I've set him up so it'll be at least 150. At least 150, so this is what you will be looking at if you got one of the good ones. But I think overall, he is an extremely good centre midfielder. He's best playing as an advanced playmaker in that role. I quite like him as we are playing him in the Mezzala role. Going out wide, getting the ball. I just think it's a nice position for him. So anyway, we'll look deeper into this. 3 player of the matches, a 7.46 average rating is extremely good. He got all his goals and assists in the Eredivisie. He didn't score in any other cup or continental competitions. Let's have a look at how they actually did in those competitions. They were knocked out in the group stage. They were 4th in the group stage. That's disappointing. That is very disappointing. Runner-up in the Johan Cruyff, and they were knocked out in the second round. So bad performance in all the cup competitions, but a good performance in the league. Now we are skipping forward a couple of years now. This is the end of year 3. And as you can see, winning the league once again, 85 points, still dominating the league. A couple more losses, but that's fine. Dusan Tadic is still somehow top goal scorer. We have signed Ansu Fati though. That is going to be a huge difference going forward. Let me tell you that. Because obviously I know what's happened. Now, Aston Ranks, and as you can see, I've played around with the team a little bit. Aston Ranks, what a player we have already after 3 years. We'll go to this so you can see his potential rating. Remember, potential rating of up to 160. He's already at age 19 up to 150. That's how fast his progress is. By giving him game time, by having good training facilities, playing him all the time, having good players around him. This is the player that you can get very early on. He's already valued, obviously, here at 6.5. We know that's slightly duffed because of the future transfer. That always plays some sort of effect on it. I'm sure of it. But the attributes that we can see here: 15 for first touch, passing, good technique as well. The vision's very good. So as a deep line playmaker or as an advanced playmaker, he's doing the business. He also has very good dribbling, so he can power on forward. Maybe you want to play him as a box to box, or that Mezzala that we're playing him as well. Very good agility as well, and he's 6 foot now, so he's strong, he's powerful, he's 13 strength, good agility, he's good at dribbling. What can this guy not do? He's very similar to like a Lampard role, I feel like, with maybe a lot less mental attributes, but still, in the build of a Lampard, good going forward, good on the ball. I quite like the look of him. As we can see here, he had a very good season the season before, 10 goals and 6 assists, better than the season before that with a 7.41 average rating. This season, lower. 28 appearances only, 4 goals, 4 assists, 5 in total with 7 assists. So he had a difficult season this year. I wonder whether he had many injuries. He's had a few there, a couple of moderates there. He had a major one a few years ago where he was out for 7 weeks. But a lot of them here, if we have a look between the 21st day and the 9th, a couple of minors, 6 days, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. He's missed a few games. That's a shame for Aston Ranks. But I still think, other than that, good performance. Let's have a look at his development on the progress page so we can just see what he has basically done. Now, my face is in the way of a lot of these physical attributes, but maybe I can just quickly hide it. There we go. So you can see it. There we go. How kind am I? Now, 4 for strength, 3 for stamina. That's really good. And jumping reach. Some really good on the physicals there. Here I am once again. I didn't want you to miss me too much. Some anticipation of 3. Now, mental attributes I see is really overpowered in this year's FM. Someone with really good mental attributes and physical attributes are probably better than someone who has good technicals. That's why I prefer these type of players, because they grow into mentality monsters. 4 off the ball, 4 for vision, 3 for passing, 3 for first touch. Some really good attribute changes, and you can even see on the line graph there, really good stuff from him. Now, competition-wise, we are the winner of the Dutch Cup. That's fantastic. We also made it to the first round knockout stage. The Eredivisie, did we win it the year before? Absolutely, yes we did. We have won it every single season so far. So far, so good in this experiment. Let's go forward a couple of years. Now, at the end of the 5th season here, the 1st of June 2024, we are still champions. Nothing really changes. 16 points. Dominating the league, only losing 2 games, 1 by PSV and 1 by Utrecht. Wow, someone's letting fireworks off, or someone has... Did you hear that? That was a gunshot, surely. I hope everyone's alright. But look at this, Ansu Fati scored 57 goals in total. What a signing that is. I also signed this regen as well. I'm going a bit off topic here, but how good is he? 21 years old, how good is he? I know a lot of people are going to go, wow, at 6 minutes, how good was that? This, yes, do that. Fabio, what a player he is. Just in case anyone's asking, 17 million. That's all it cost, but 2 phenomenal seasons he's had. We're going off topic. We're going on a Luke tangent here. Aster Franks. How are you doing, my friend? He hasn't got any better, 150, but we don't know what his actual potential is. But we can see he has still done really well. And history-wise, let's see what he's done. 9 assists this season. That's good. That's probably because the players around him are scoring so many more goals. 7.5 average rating. As an average for a centre midfielder who only scored 3 goals, he had a 7.5 average rating. That tells me some statistics here are going to be very good. He had, as a midfielder, 87% successful passes. Really good. He won 90% of his tackles. 90%. And 31 of his shots, which most of them would be from range, were on target. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. I'm happy with that. Absolutely buzzing with that. Now, competition-wise, we won the league. We also won the cup once again. Did we win it in between? We did. Successful seasons all around. Champions League, very much doubt we won the Champions League. We didn't. That's unfortunate. But the Eredivisie, did we win it in the season in between? We have. We're dominating the league here. 36 goals in the league from Ansu Fati, in case anyone wants to have a look at him. That's how good he is. We picked him up for £59 million from Barcelona. I've got a good eye for transfers, but you guys know that already. Aster Franks, though, so far has been an exceptionally good player. Let me know down in the comments. Have you heard of this man before? I know a lot of people from Belgium probably have. My friend Lander probably has. Probably wants his side Anderlecht to sign him. KV Mechelen. Remember, 775k. Now he's this good. So, let's have a look. 2 more years. We've got to see 2 more years. Does he get any better than this? Well, the year is 2026. You thought the impossible couldn't be done. 93 points. Ansu Fati actually scored 65 goals this season. He just gets better and better. Fabio was also up there with 27 assists. He's leaving, though, because I didn't do the transfers on the final year. Never mind. But Ansu Fati, really good stuff. We're not here to look at him, though. We're not here. As much as we want to admire these players, you already know who they are. You don't know who Fabio is. He's a regen. He might not exist on your game. He doesn't. But we are here to look at Aster Franks. Now, he never got better than 150. Sad times. Everyone's crying. However, 150 is nothing to be snuffed at. He can get to 160. I set it to a minimum of 150, so we're all good. I'm fine with this. Now, they only rate him as a 2.5 star current ability, but I think as long as his attributes, as long as you're happy with the attributes he is providing, then I think you can continue to play him. Now, I think some of his actual physical attributes have gone down. Now, that's also sad. But I think overall, you still have a very good player here. And for the money that we're paying, good. Goals could be the reason why we're not scoring a lot of goals, is because they're being spread out throughout the other players. Assists though, 3 and 2. We'd expect to see better assists. He hasn't had 2 really good seasons compared to that amazing season he had 2 years ago in his 5th season. We didn't see the amount of goals he scored, and that is because I actually changed his position halfway through this experiment to play the deep line playmaker. Reasons: because one, we had Ryan Gravenberch coming through the side, who of course is a very good player and plays the Mezzala role really well, and as you can see, he has now been scoring the goals in the Mezzala role. So that's when I changed it to play him the deep line playmaker role. But what I wanted to see is whether his other sort of attributes can be used in this, and I think we have seen just that. Again, 89% of his tackles were completed as a deep line playmaker on defend. That is actually really good. 101 tackles made. He's covering a huge amount of distance. Distance per 90 minutes, 11k. That's exceptionally good. Key passes, 86% were successful out of the 2,498 passes. That is an extremely high number of passes. Key pass as well, 95. So that's really good. I'm really happy with that. Out of all the games he played, he won 45 of the 53. Again, really nice stuff. Passes completed per 90 minutes, 48 passes per 90 minutes is a strong amount. So progress-wise, we'll look at it one last time. It hasn't changed much since the last time we've seen it, but we'll take a look at it anyway. We've had a lot of changes on the physicals. Mentally, of course, he's gone down 1 in determination. Not too bad, though. 18 determination, still exceptionally high, though. But look at these, like composure 5, decision-making 4, off the ball 5, vision going up 4. They're all really good for a player of this caliber, and he's done Ajax really well. One thing I'm actually wanting to start looking at is whether these players start getting into like Ajax's favoured players. I think that's quite an interesting thing to look at. And he actually is. He's on the favoured personnel. You probably can't see it. Let's move my face yet again. I'm very sorry, viewers. But as you can see, right here, Asta Vranks is now a favoured personnel. I'm happy with that. Good stuff. Finally then, how do we do? We won the cup yet again. Did we win the league in between? We did. We won the league every single season. That's phenomenal stuff. The Champions League we did not win, but that's no surprise really. The winner of this cup every single season other than the first and second. Sorry, the first and second. So that's phenomenal. Did really well in the League Cup. I'm curious to see how we've been getting on in the Champions League every year. So if we do go on to, it's on club info, history and competitions, we can look at the Champions Cup and see how they've been getting on. So lost in the cup first round knockout, quarter-final there to Real Madrid. First round knockout is where really you'd expect to see Ajax, around about that quarter-final. So we didn't overdo it, but it's a shame really that we didn't get any further in the competition than that with Asta Vranks. It's nice to see, obviously, the player the last time, the Romanian player, managed, well, they're not the Romanian player, but the Romanian league, managing to get into the Europa Cup final. That's pretty special. So there we have it then, viewers. I hope you enjoyed this little player spotlight. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think of Asta Vranks? I kind of feel like Ajax is maybe a step too high for him. Someone else in the Dutch league who isn't maybe Ajax or PSV, or to be fair, PSV could be very good for them. He could be one of those star players that would really shine in that club. Maybe like a mid-table Premier League side, this guy would be absolutely incredible for. Because I think he sort of suits that role as a box-to-box midfielder. Maybe the Mezzala on attack was his best position. We've seen a lot of goals from him very early in his career. Maybe moving him to the deep line playmaker was a mistake. But let me know whether you want me to keep the same position throughout the whole, or whether you want me to experiment in the different roles to see what the difference is, like I have done with Asta Vranks. I'll be curious to know what your opinions are on that matter. Again, once I put my teeth back in and I can start talking properly, please leave a like on the video. If we can get to 250 likes, 2 more next week. I cannot express that enough, how important the likes are and the comments, how important the interaction is for boosting the channel. And the more the boost the channel, the more subscribers we get, the more likely we can bring more content for you in the future. So it's free just to do that, and it helps. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to the channel. We still have around about 40% of the people watching these player spotlights who haven't subscribed to the channel yet, and you're watching it every time. Why not give that button a press? That would be absolutely fantastic. It would help me on my way to 5,000 subscribers by the time it's my birthday at the end of the month. That is my goal. 5k. Can you help me get there? And of course, if you want to subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/MegaLukeGaming, also really helps me going forward and really shows your support to me if you can afford to do so. Just $2 tier. There's a $2 tier. If you'd like to do that, that would be absolutely fantastic. But anyway, my name is MegaLuke. Please join me on Twitch, twitch.tv/MegaLukeGaming if you wish to see some live stream action. And if not, I'll see you throughout the week for another video. Bye bye, viewers. Well, thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, there's another one below that I have picked for you to have a look at. Also, if you'd like to sponsor me as a content creator by pledging to my Patreon page, you can do just that by following the link below and be like one of these wonderful people. Thank you.